Attic Mall Studios. This is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
The weatherman was wrong. Said it was going to be raining by now. Not raining out there, Mr. Weatherman. See, this is why I say I'm the amateur weatherman. That way, if I get it wrong, well, I'm just an amateur. What do I know, right? It's 80 degrees. It is windy out there. We are going to learn about something buggy. Robert Colen is in the studio. You know Robert. He's one of the managers over at On Top of the World. And Christina Shearer is here. She brought us some mugs, but no bugs. Mugs, but no bugs. Christina is the event manager for Sholom Park. They're having an event called Let's Get Buggy. It's a free family event this coming Sunday, right? This Sunday from 1 till 4 p.m. And, of course, Sholom Park is over at On Top of the World. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good to see you. No bugs. No bugs.
Wait for it.
Were you thinking about it?
Wait for it.
We're going to have a lot of
you
bugs.
might have some?
Well, I can tell you,
Just
first
wait
off,
for it.
we have 100,000 ladybugs that we're going to be releasing at Sholom Park, and we're going to be giving them away. People get in line, you get a couple ladybugs, and we'll release them. And we did it last year. We had this Let's Get Buggy 1 last year, and we had over 3,000 people there, and it was just a crazy, fun time.
Are there any male ladybugs? What are they
It is
called?
insulting to them, right?
Are they called something different? Where's the man bug? Is
Don't
there
you have somebody who comes on and knows the answer to this?
we do. Yeah. How many bugs? How many? 100?
We have 100,000 ladybugs.
Who counted them?
Yeah, I think it's by weight.
Do you get a
or something.
refund if you have any dead ones? Like, do you say, wait a minute?
Nobody's willing to count them all, so we're.
I can tell you, we had them last year, and it seemed like about 100,000 of them.
Are they frozen, like, or chilled or
So they
something?
come in chilled, and they're shipped to us from, I think, either Oregon or Washington State. Because they do this migration pattern, and they even track them on satellite or something.
Oh,
You
really?
can see like the
You
tracking.
can see like a cloud of them.
How do they get that little collar on them? They put a little collar?
They put a little collar on them, and they no, they don't
Tracking
put a
system.
collar. So you can see them, but they migrate up to Oregon, Washington, and then they just suck. They put them in these vacuums. They suck them into vacuums and put them in bags, and they cool them, and so they basically fall asleep.
What a life.
And they ship them here, and then we release them, and then they get to live in Florida for this long, time.
So are they, once you release them, do they start migrating back to Oregon?
I don't know what they do, but they eat, and that's what's important. That's the beautiful thing about ladybugs is they eat like aphids and other kind of
Soft.
soft
like
scale.
mites.
That eat that attack the trees and plants, and so they attack that. So they're a beneficial insect, and that's what really makes them beautiful to have on your property. And when you see them out there, I mean, they're a neat looking bug, right? But they also
They are a neat looking bug.
They're very beneficial.
Are they in the roach family? I think they're in the roach
I
family.
don't know, but they're the good.
Are they?
They're good ones.
Too cute to be in that family.
You don't want to know that, right?
Yeah.
No.
And that's why Sholom Park thrives, is because you have all of these wonderful people that are experienced with every facet of the outdoors, and it's such a beautiful place, no matter what time of year you go.
Well, thank you. And that's what we wanted. That's the purpose of this event, is to really bring attention to Sholom Park. I mean, we're a free park. We're open to the public, and it's just a gift to the community that Sidney Colen, and then there's a foundation that he endowed that just provides it open to the public. And we would just want to promote it and say, hey, we're this nice, beautiful, quiet, peaceful place to come, and we just want people to come and enjoy it, and that's it. And it's just a gift. And an event like this, Fun at the Park, that we do 3 times a year, and the Let's Get Buggy, our second one, is really just something to enjoy nature, enjoy community, and have fun. And
But it is
that's what
good to
we're
have
gonna do.
events like this.
It is, and Christy's going to talk about it. We have live music and all kinds of stuff coming on.
The fact that, yes, it's a free park, but it's free events too, because we want to draw people to the beauty of the park. And, we're not a park with slides and swings and things like that for kids, but we're a park where you can kind of disconnect, and you can bring your family for just a family picnic.
Right.
And just walk the trails and just, we're so connected in the world. It's a great place to kind of just go and let yourself enjoy nature.
For those who've never been there are some really large lawns that if you wanted a picnic, it reminds me of some of the lawns in Central Park where there's so much space that you can just kind of put up a blanket and do the old-fashioned picnic
Yeah.
like you've always read about.
I mean, kids can run, play tag, like the good old days.
Have you ever done it? Have you ever done a picnic like that? Put the blanket down?
I did.
Yeah?
Yes.
Robert, have you done
my
this?
husband and I did.
Probably, yeah.
Probably. That sounds like you're not sure.
Yeah, I did, but yeah.
Yeah.
We did it. Robert and I
it's
did it
cooler.
outside of, oh gosh, what's that artist's name with the big mustache?
Salvador Dali.
Salvador Dali. Sure. Outside his museum.
Oh.
The new one or the older one that was there?
I don't know.
How long were we there? Well,
It was a while ago,
yeah,
but
it's
all
a- it's a
the
beautiful-
clocks were melting.
They
It was
rebuilt
crazy.
the museum. It's
They
this
did.
beautiful structure. Yeah, it's still right near the same place, but
Are you a baseball fan by chance?
I like baseball.
Do you know there's a baseball museum there? Not a baseball like the sport, but of the ball.
Mini Cooperstown.
It's just
called.
all
Really?
balls. It's
Cooperstown,
St.
only it's
Petersburg?
mini.
right on the
In
right.
St.
You know the
Petersburg.
pier that they are rebuilding?
that.
Right at the beginning of that.
Oh, I didn't know that. No,
Isn't
there's
it?
an
That's
art
all the
museum.
baseballs and all the players, and just like Cooperstown.
Signed balls is all it is.
So Christy's going to talk a little bit about Let's Get Buggy too. And
Let's get buggy.
Yes. So we have some great partners on hand. We've had partners that have been with us for several years, including ELC. Do you want to mention them?
the Early Learning Coalition in Marion County. They provide, they're kind of a quasi-government entity. They're a private organization, but they provide the funding for voluntary pre-kindergarten, school readiness, and other things. And they've been a partner of ours for a number of years, and they'll have all kinds of activities there, and we appreciate what they
What are
do.
your children? Don't you love bugs? Children love bugs.
Children
They do,
love bugs.
yes.
And we have, speaking of that, we have Christian Compton, who is, he's 13 years old, and he has a huge bug collection, and he's
Really?
Bug prodigy.
bug
He
prodigy.
collects bugs?
He
Yeah.
collects bugs. My kids were friends with his family, we go out to a park with them, and I remember going to the bike trails with him at Santos, and just him getting off his bike and chasing a bug, and him
Really?
probably watching this later. So hello, Christian. But
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
and then he takes it and he preserves it the way you're supposed to preserve it. He goes to bug camps at the University of Florida, and he's really. I remember in second grade.
This is going to be a career
My
for
son was
him.
in school with him in second grade, and he did like a 30-minute dissertation on bugs, I think, without notes and just talking about
Oh,
everything,
my.
the whole life cycle, everything. So
Wow.
he's really
That's
he's
impressive.
won county awards for it. So he's
So what do you think he will do for a living when he gets older?
he'll tell you.
Something about bugs.
with bugs.
Probably not pest control, right? That would be the
Probably
opposite.
not. He'll probably be a professor. But we'll see. But he'll be there.
What is that called? Entomologist? Is that a
Entomologist,
bug-
yeah. And he'll be there with his bug collection, and it's a very impressive one, and his family will be there. And
His knowledge, just his knowledge of bugs, he'll be able to talk to people.
That
And
isn't a
talking
something.
to kids his own age, kids will be able to relate to him very well because he's 13 and he's
Yeah.
been doing this since he was 5 or even before.
I could have been
So-
an entomologist. Now, is that close?
that for food?
That's the
Entomins.
that's the donuts.
yeah.
So, and yes, Early Learning Coalition, they've been on board since 2016, which was the first Fun at the Park event, and this will be our 10th Fun at the Park event. They're going to have kids' crafts, they're going to have interactive stations with, obstacle courses. They have obstacle courses,
really?
almost like a little ant run kind of thing for kids.
Okay.
So,
Some neat
very
tattoos that
interactive.
they're doing too.
Yeah, no
really?
tattoos.
Cool.
We'll have face painting. Face painting by Tanya will be there, so kids will be.
Tanya's awesome.
She's fabulous.
She'll be able to get the kids painted all up, so she always has a huge line.
Does she? Well, does the designs all bug related that she does, or do you know?
I'm hoping, but then
Yeah, yeah.
kids, you got some that want to be, Batman for the day or something else.
Bats eat bugs.
Well, bats eat bugs,
Yeah.
yeah. So.
And we have a bat house at
And
Sholom
we have a
Park.
bat
so it
house.
fits.
Do you really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
No bats yet, but we are working on that.
Chappie's Bees will be there. He'll be teaching us all about the world of honeybees
Oh, he's a
and bees
wonderful
in general.
fellow.
You know Chappie McKinney?
Yeah.
That's great. He's a great guy.
He's wonderful.
But he's our local beekeeper. We actually have some of his hives on our property, so he comes and tends to those regularly.
There was a lady that called in, and her house was infected with bees.
Oh.
And we gave her because we called Sholom Park to find out his contact number.
Yeah.
And then we called her back and gave
Oh, nice.
him her number.
You knew
for him
exactly
to
what to
call
do, I'm
her.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, his station will have he has a live beehive there with the queen bee, and
wow.
he'll also have honey tasting going on. So his station's going to be very popular as well.
So the children can see the
The kids
inner
can
workings
see the
of
bees
the
at
queen.
work. These
Oh,
bees will be.
wonderful.
And you can taste
busy
the honey
bees.
from his bees.
Aw.
Yep.
Did you know the vegans don't eat honey? Why would you not eat honey?
Never heard that before.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's an animal product. They say, oh, nope. I know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
University of Florida, we have the Institute of Food and Agricultural Science. They're going to have an interactive bug learning station, and they're bringing a few of their own little insects, including a tarantula, scorpion.
Oh, wow.
They also have a couple other things that that's not necessarily an insect, but they're relatable to insects.
But the other thing that is not just for kids, it's for everybody, and we've got live music that's going to be there. Aubrey Wallet, who is originally from Dunedin, Florida, near Clearwater. She's now in...
She is a Nashville singer-songwriter.
Is she going to sing
Yes.
Beatles songs?
She actually, no, she does a lot of her own, she'll do a lot of country, not Beatles. You said Beatles, that's haha funny. Got me there. But some of her songs, she's.
Took a second, though. I had to say.
Yeah, it did take a second. It took a second. I was thinking of my next thought. But her new single is Better on the Beach. She's just got that beach vibe, but she brings that country to it. Refreshing music. So
Nice.
you can pull her up online, she's got a YouTube. She's got all the,
She actually won an
iTunes.
award from what is it, the International...
She premiered on the Country Music Television and won a 2019 Music Video of the Year for the International Singer-Songwriter Association Awards.
Nice.
Watching that video, so
Nice.
Aubrey Wallet.
Yeah.
Aubrey Wallet? Like,
Aubrey Wallet.
Wollet.
Two T's.
Two T's. Okay.
okay, I will look it up.
Yeah. Yeah. So she'll be there. She'll be kind of our headline performer. But we also have Marion County Center for the Arts out of Westport High School.
Oh, wonderful.
They're bringing some of our local talent right here that we have in Ocala that are, in high school still. So that's pretty cool to have them on board. We've got Director Dean Marino. He's bringing the Rock Pack. So he's bringing. So that we're going to have our opening. Our opening performance will be Westport High School's rock band.
Oh, wow.
Excellent.
And then we have 16-year-old talented fiddle player James Huston that will also be there. He's going to play kind of in the middle of the performances.
Oh, how fabulous.
And then they're also going to end with a dance performance from the dance team.
Oh, that
In the
is
key of B?
great.
Is it going to be in the key of B?
Key of B.
And Westport High School, it really is an elite level program when it comes to performing arts. So if you've ever been out to any of their shows, which I'm sure you have, but it's really worth for people to come out just to watch Westport High School perform what they do. So they're amazing.
That sounds like fun. Is the Ladybug release, is that like the fireworks on the 4th of July? Is that like the centerpiece
Well,
of
we
the whole
have three
thing?
different release times.
Oh,
so
okay,
that way, if
okay.
you miss the first one, which is at 1:30, the event starts at 1. So at 1:30, 2:30, and 3:30, we'll have. You can go to our formal garden. We're not doing. I think last year they did bands or something, and it just will be a little simpler. You just go
Where-
when it works, when it fits within your schedule there.
Where do they go? I mean, just into the trees? Like if you're watching them fly away?
After you release them
I can
Yeah.
tell you that they go into your clothes. When
They
you're
do?
older.
They get on you?
And you go home and you're like, oh my
in your
God.
hair.
Oh, really?
But
your hair.
they go out and they just you just watch them flying away and they go up into the trees and the plants. But you will, if you're releasing them, you will get a few coming home with you. The Early Learning Coalition last year actually had one of their little craft projects were jars that you could take some of them home with you and then release
man.
them at your house as well. But
And are you going to have the painting on the rocks?
Yes, I was getting ready to mention them. Yes, yeah, we have Ocala Rocks. So we have a Bug Rocks station. So kids will come up, and Ocala Rocks will be just giving them ideas of how to, paint a ladybug or a grasshopper or butterfly, whatever bug they want to do. They'll have some samples for them, and they'll be there to help guide them along the way, so they can make their
That's so
own
much
garden
fun.
rock.
Wow.
Yeah, they'll
and
have
it's
their
all
own garden rock
free.
and take-
Anybody can
Yeah,
just
it's
go, show up, and have a good time.
Yeah, well, it's great to have partners that can help us do this
Yeah,
and pull
yeah.
it all together and have that extra entertainment for the
and
kids.
if you're hungry, we have some food trucks that'll be there.
Yeah, our food trucks, we have our Bug Bites, is what we're calling it. So we have curbside cuisine, Big Lee's series about barbecue, and DB's rolling dough. And then we also have what we're calling Beetlejuice, where you can go and just get a refreshing lemonade from Squeezy Lemonade or
Okay.
Kona Ice.
Nice.
Kona Ice will be serving the lightning bug, so that will be one of their specials for the day.
Didn't you love lightning bugs when you were a kid?
They did. I never
Or,
saw
I'm sorry,
them
they
here,
called
though.
it the firefly.
Oh.
I called them lightning bugs, but they're calling it the firefly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I called them
Probably
lightning bugs
technical
too. So I grew up in New York, Robin, Wisconsin. You called them lightning bugs?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I went up to Ohio to visit family in the summer, I would see lightning bugs there. I never saw them here, though. But they were called lightning bugs, and there was like a yellow flash.
Yeah. That
I think
was
fireflies
cool.
may have been different, but
Is firefly different?
maybe. I think so.
I don't know.
I'm not really sure.
I don't know if
And
that's the
the-
real term for them, and we just, I don't know.
And then you're going to have butterflies?
Yes, we have a butterfly encounter, which is, it's going to be an inflatable encounter. I think it's about 15 feet by 20 feet.
Wow.
They'll have all kinds of plants and shrubs inside, and then they're going to release about 100 butterflies, 3 different species of butterflies that will be inside this unit, and then kids will be able to walk in and then feed butterflies. They're going to give them little sticks with like sugar water on it, and so the butterflies will come right up to you. They'll land on the sticks, so they'll be able to get some great pictures
Wow.
and have that experience, learn the cycle of a butterfly, the life cycle of a butterfly along the way, and then we'll have a butterfly release. A special butterfly release will be for, it's going to be for a select few. We're only going to have about 20 people, but that are going to be part of the butterfly release at the end. So all the butterflies that are there in this unit, they're going to release within the park at the end of the
How
event.
fabulous. That's
So we'll
great.
get to
You're gonna
enjoy
have
them
more
hopefully a little longer.
butterflies in your park.
Yeah.
And that's one great thing about Sholom Park. In the gardens, in that one section, you actually have plants planted there
That
to
attract
attract butterflies
butterflies,
and
yeah.
hummingbirds. And
hummingbirds.
absolutely outstanding.
Hummingbird is almost a bug.
They look like
They look like a bug.
so tiny.
Yeah. I want to play a little piece of Better on the Beach. This is
Better on the Beach.
Aubrey Wallet. She's going to be at the event that we're
Okay.
talking about. So
Great.
if you put your headset on, you should be able to hear it.
Okay.
I'll play the whole thing. Florida bound, it says. She must be on her way to your place. Can you see it?
I need a remedy, some sweet serenity. He up and left me.
She's breaking up with somebody. She's ripping up his photograph.
Yeah,
On looking for clarity, saltwater therapy. You know
Going to Florida, Robin.
That's the reason why it was the top video right there.
Yeah.
That's why I would watch it. Yeah.
For those at home, that was
That is fun. Yeah, that looks fun. And she's going to be here, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
She'll take the stage at 1:30 on Sunday. So
How awesome is that?
yeah, so we have a couple more booths or stations that we'll have that Sholom Park will be hosting. So in addition to the butterfly encounter and the ladybug release, we also have an earthworm experience. So we have a nice little trough type thing that we're filling with soil and earthworms.
Oh, how cool. I
And
love
kids will
that.
get to learn the benefits of earthworms as well as just kind of dig.
Is a worm a
find-
bug?
I don't think so.
No, but it's a beneficial, I don't know, it's not necessarily an insect, but it's beneficial to
What
the
would
park.
it would be if it's not a bug?
I don't.
What is it? It's just a worm.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's its own category. And then something else we've added to our stations would be our bug appetit, not to be confused with bug bites. So bug bites would be our food
This sounds
our food
fancier. This
vendors.
sounds
But
more
Bug appetit
gourmet.
would be a station, yes, and you're right. Our station, our bug appetit will be a station with roasted crickets and toasted grasshoppers.
Real insects that
And
you
guess
can
what?
see.
She brought some in for you to try.
Wow.
I brought some.
Did you eat them?
I thought you would.
If you try it, I'll try it. But
He refuses, so I would be happy if you.
Oh,
try
wait a
it.
minute. Did you say if I try it, you'll try it?
I'll have one if you
Yeah.
have one.
Oh, my
So this would be our
gosh.
grasshoppers.
But if not, then I'm fine not trying it.
Yeah?
But
Christy, have you tried it?
I mean, no.
No? Robin, have you ever eaten a
Why
bug?
are
Can't get
there
myself-
holes in the lid? Are they still
No, this was
alive?
just
Yeah, but they got holes in them.
no. This was just what I could
You don't have
bring
to do
them.
this.
Oh, my
Bring them.
God. What
You
are
have
these?
one bug?
That's a roasted. That's roasted
Joe, you want to eat a bug?
crickets,
He's not listening.
Roasted crickets.
and this is a toasted grasshopper.
Why would I
But
eat
it's with
this?
it's with garlic and what?
They have a little flavor to them.
It smells like
You can-
dog food.
Well, I got the plain roasted. You can actually on Amazon. You can buy.
No way. That's too big.
You can buy them in chocolate flavor, salt and vinegar, cheddar. I mean, there's
Are you going to do it?
no.
So, but we will have these, and this is again another free
Are you going to
thing.
do it, Robert?
I'm going to do it if you do it.
Are you going to eat it, Robin?
If you do it, I will
Robin?
give you a sticker.
Ready?
Okay.
You will get a sticker.
Oh, you ate it. Is it horrible?
No.
Yes?
No, it's
I
not
can
horrible.
tell it's horrible. Look at Robin's face.
No, it's okay.
What do you mean it's okay?
It's
It's
all
just
right.
the thought of it. It's just the
kinda
thought.
old.
It's the thought?
It's just
Then
the
you do
thought.
it.
No,
You and I, the only two who haven't done it. I'm close. I got it in
I
my
just
hand.
did it. You watched me do it, but I did 2 of them.
You do not look like it tasted good.
It's just the thought. It actually
just
does.
the
It just
thought.
tasted like burnt bread.
People eat
Like burnt
gourmet
bread.
chefs, or chefs will use these on gourmet dishes.
But
Hey.
now John the Baptist lived on these his whole life, right? I mean, that's what
They're
he
rich in
did.
But
fiber,
where is he now?
magnesium.
He's dead. He got his head cut off.
The crickets actually help support growth of beneficial gut bacteria.
Oh, there you go.
There's a fact to it.
You know, they make this stuff up.
It reduces, high doses can help reduce inflammation in the body.
You know what? They say that same thing about hamburgers.
Right. If you ate a hamburger size amount of grasshoppers, it'd be worth the same protein level or more. But anyway, that's something really cool, really fun for people to try if they come out to the Sholom Park event. We will have I don't need to.
I had a hard
We
time
have
with
bug
crab.
appetit. So our station will have a couple
Is a crab a
chefs,
bug?
as
Is
we're calling them.
crab, that's a bug, right?
You get a
crab?
sticker now that
crab?
says, I ate a cricket.
Oh, that one's
I'm going
messed
to
up.
wear that
Don't do
proudly.
Don't give it to me. I
Did you eat the
didn't need. I
cricket,
don't
or
want
did you
cheap.
did you eat the grasshopper?
I ate the littler one.
There you go.
She ate the littler one.
Must be the-
Yeah, Robin gets the sticker.
That's
I
the
don't get a
grasshopper.
sticker because I chicken
I'm
that.
wearing
Did you
this
eat one?
proudly.
No,
Okay.
I put it back.
No sticker for you.
I would have, but you guys had the face of hell.
Go ahead, you try it.
I saw both of your faces, and you both said it was horrible.
It's no, it just tasted kind of old. It's the initial
Old.
thing of eating
supposed
it.
to
If I would have
Bread.
purchased the flavored ones, I think they probably would be
Chocolate
Just the
covered,
smell would
maybe.
make it a little different. But
No,
the
I don't
smells
think
very.
so.
it's
I
We
just-
should put
no?
salt on it
I just
before we.
think it's a dead insect.
Yeah. Well, no,
Robert,
the
you're going to go home and
thought.
tell
Yes, the
your
thought.
family you ate a bug.
I'm going to.
Wait a minute, I
Children
have
will be proud. Now you
Yes, the
can
kids will
challenge
love
your
it.
children if they
That's
come out
right.
to this event.
I have
say your
been
dad did it.
voluntarily eating a bug.
What?
Walking down the road, I was like,
Every time I'm at Sholom Park, if I'm showing a bride something, I always have to have water with me because it never fails as I'm
so you have eaten a bug.
Yeah, live. So, a live bug.
Are there going to be the rangers there that you usually have when we go for our walks around the trails, so they can explain to us
Not for this
what
event.
each labyrinth is about? And
But we do have a lot of volunteers that are going to be there, and we really appreciate all their work. We have how many volunteers do you have set up?
We have about 30 volunteers for this event, and without them, we could not do this event because they're manning some of our stations. I mean, just the ladybug station alone it's so popular that, kids love to do this and release these bugs. So we have like 10 people just manning that station alone.
So much fun. So
Yeah,
much
'cause
fun.
They get hit hard in the beginning, especially. So there are three bug releases, ladybug releases. You don't all have to go to the 1:30. You can go to 2:30 or 3:30, and it would be less of a line as well.
Do you know if you eat chicken eat bugs? So you right?
Chickens,
Don't chickens eat bugs?
Chickens at the
I think so,
event
yeah.
as well.
Apparently now I do.
Well, no, these events are such fun.
I'll take that and throw it away for you.
It's just-
What is that?
that's the
bug.
grasshopper.
Oh, it's a bug she didn't want. Okay.
That's the grasshopper. Yeah, the big one
You
might be
ate
a little
it,
hard. If you really,
but you didn't want to touch it. And you're telling me it was good? You didn't even want to put your finger on it.
I don't know. Look, yeah.
People can also bring their coolers and cold drinks.
Because you're
and
going to
then use
need
other
something
food
to wash it down
And
with.
Mike's Got
Yeah.
Plumbing, we have water that Mike's Got Plumbing donated.
Oh, that's
so we're
nice.
appreciative of that.
That's
You know,
nice.
just like you guys have the Mike's Got Plumbing bottled water here,
Yeah.
they'll be
Oh.
donating for us. So
That's wonderful.
yeah, we really appreciate what they do.
But yes, we encourage you to bring your picnic basket, your cooler of drinks, non-alcoholic drinks, of course. Bring your chairs, bring your picnic blanket, because if you want to just set up in front of the stage, set up your own little station, and then you can go and walk and see the different, everything on Buggy Boulevard, as we call it.
how
You can see the
cool.
different, go experience the different stations and the bug releases, but have your blanket out, ready to go when you want to sit there and listen to
We'll
the music.
continue to promote this. So this coming
Oh.
Sunday, October 20th, from 1 till 4 at Sholom Park and Top of the World. Robert Colen, Christina Shearer. Thank you both. Fun
Thank you.
show.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Turkey's President Erdogan says he'll only speak with President Trump about a ceasefire in Syria, not Vice President Pence or Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. They fly to Turkey today, and Pompeo says he expects to speak with Erdogan.
We need them to stand down. We need a ceasefire, at which point we can begin to put this all back